Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take a look at this 2018 Kia Sedona LX. This is a fantastic family van for you. Guys, don't spend $50,000 on a family van. The kids are just going to use this thing to play hockey against and get in the car and get their boogers all over the place. Buy a nice quality, good mileage, used Sedona like this, and then when they get older, get them a nice Telluride. But that's just what I would do. Anyway, let's take a look at the condition of this Sedona, so that way you know exactly what you're getting from us here at Clarington Kia when you purchase this used vehicle. So I'm going to take you on a tour, show you any dings, dents, scratches along with some of the great features on this vehicle. And you can see here from the passenger side, this thing is looking very, very pretty in this nice onyx black color. Now it does have alloy wheels on it here, 17-inch alloy wheels, looking really nice. And then the paint on this car is in great shape. There are only maybe one or two what I would consider to be scratches on the car that are kind of through the paint. I will show you them as we're walking around here. There is one little door ding here. Again, super hard to see. You can kind of catch it there in the reflection. But other than that, it's in great shape. There are some minor little imperfections as far as, I'll show you, stuff that you can just polish out. So this here, right? Not a big deal. A little polish on here that'll blend that back into the paint. Probably won't see it, but standing back, you can't see it here anyway. We're just getting pretty detailed for you. Now, coming around the side, you're going to see when I open up the trunk here, there's tons of room for cargo, which is obviously why you're buying the van. You want to haul the people around, but you also want to have room to put some luggage in the back, and you can do that here with the Sedona. You'll see the nice badging on the back here. I always love to show you this here. Sometimes it looks like a German Shepherd, take a bite out of it, but this looks to be in nice shape. You'll notice that we have the rear sonar buttons back here too, so that way when you're backing up, obviously you don't go hitting stuff. And then there is a trailer hitch receiver down here because the Sedona will actually tow as well. I want to say it's 3,300 pounds. It might even be up to 5,000 pounds. Double check me on that, but yes, it will tow. So if you have some toys, not a problem. Now, taking a look here, we've got the carpeted mats below, but just to give you an idea what kind of space we're working with, we've got a 12-volt charger back here, and then these seats are very easy to fold down. You literally just pull the handle, pull this to release the backrest, and then they flip forward, or they can flip and tumble down into the bottom here to make a nice flat surface in case you're going to Home Depot and be picking up some lumber there, or you're headed out to IKEA to buy a bookshelf. You can do that here. So coming around the back, so here's one little thing here that we're just gonna polish. That'll come right out. I was looking, I thought it was a scratch, but it's not. It's something that'll really kind of lighten up with the polish, so I apologize. Don't even worry about that. Coming around to the passenger side here, you can see the S does have the dual sliding doors. I know that's, you know, pretty common nowadays, but nonetheless, I guess there could be some cars out there that don't have it. This is the one that I saw here. This scratch here is just, oh, as I'm talking about it, it's actually lightening up. Oh, disregard. So I think this one here is just a little scratch that if we buff and polish, should come out. This is in great shape, guys. This is why we do these videos though, so that way you can see what kind of condition it's in. That one surprised me. I thought it was through the paint, but it's not. Coming around to the front bumper, everything looks nice and tidy here. The only thing to note, look at that, like barely a stone chip on here. This Kia logo, plastic's starting to peel. I mean, not a big deal, but just notable. And here, I guess a stone probably hit this lower trim piece here and just put a little tiny hole into it there. Who cares? It's just character. Let's face it, little Johnny's gonna be using this thing to play hockey with, and there's gonna be tennis balls and all that hitting the back, so if that's the worst of it. Now, taking a look on the inside here, you probably wouldn't want to sit like that. There you go. Seats are in fantastic condition. Now, you may be wondering, why does an LX come with captain's chairs? Because that's not a feature of the LX. Well, you're right. There is a middle seat that goes right here. And yes, we do have the middle seat. The previous owner brought it into us. It's actually in the showroom. But I thought I would show it to you this way because this is really an interesting way to have this configured to look like captain's chairs. But if you need that extra seat for whatever reason, you can put it back in. But isn't that kind of cool that you can kind of configure it like this, right? So I love that. And then taking a look back here, that third row seat, you can see there's absolutely tons of legroom for adult passengers in the back. And again, that's in great condition too. Now looking over here, it is tri-zone climate control, so rear passengers can control the temperature back there. There's the heating and air conditioning ducts in the roof. Now, of course, if you've got little ones that love to push buttons and drive you bonkers, you can actually turn that control off from the front seat, so that way they don't drive you insane. Let's face it, that can happen. Front seats, again, in nice shape. No rips, no tears, no stains, no burns. The car smells great. Definitely a non-smoker vehicle. And of course, that's important to know, especially if you're gonna put your family in the car. Probably wouldn't want those smoker smells in here. Power driver's seat. So whoever's driving can get nice and comfortable. Popping in here. So we do have power folding side view mirrors, which is kind of important on a bigger vehicle like this. If you're going to get yourself into some tight parking spots, you definitely want those to fold in, and you can do that automatically. When you get out, lock the door, they fold in for you. Now, looking up front, we have a really nice leather wrapped heated, or is it heated in this one? Oh, I thought it was heated. I might have overspoke. It might not be the heated wheel. I don't think it is, but it's leather wrapped. It looks nice. We have your Bluetooth controls up front, cruise controls on the other side, and then taking a look at the odometer, 135,093 kilometers on this. So nice low mileage for 2018. Definitely doesn't show like it has 135,000 kilometers as well. It's in great shape. Now, just giving you kind of a look at the dash here, we do have a dual glove box configuration, right? So junk there as well. And then moving off to the infotainment system, one important thing that you want to know is, of course, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So hook up your phone, Apple CarPlay takes effect, all of this changes. You can use all of your mobile apps, including voice to text, to reply to text messages, so that way you don't have to pick up your phone and get yourself an expensive ticket from, you know, Durham Region's finest. Now, put it in reverse, nice clear rear view camera, so that's gonna make parking this thing nice and simple. Moving down, we have our heating and air conditioning controls, and here's the button to lock the rear controls. So that way the kids can't drive you nuts, and also to turn it on or off. No point in turning it on if there's nobody back there. Save yourself the wear and tear, and also, of course, a little bit better fuel economy if it's not trying to heat up the whole car. USB and auxiliary port down here. Nice shifter. Mom and dad, mom, whatever your configuration for the family. Heated seats for the front driver and passenger. And then we also have eco mode. So putting in active eco is going to basically tune that engine transmission to shift a little bit quicker, keep that RPMs down, keep the gas mileage at an ultra low gas mileage, so that way obviously you save some money. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Well, the question is, why wouldn't that always be on? If you're towing, you know, maybe you got a little bit of a lead foot, then you turn it off, and then you get all the horsepower from the V6. Now, nice big armrest here, and one thing to note, that this little tray here does slide back to give you some more access here. Put your bubble gum. But you can see, I mean, this Sedona is in fantastic shape. It is the perfect people mover. And as I mentioned, this thing's not $45,000 for the kids to get in and destroy, making a booger wall in the ceiling. Anybody who watches Sebastian Maniscalco, the stand-up comedian, you'll like that one, right? But guys, great find here at Clarington Kia. You can visit us online at claringtonkia.ca, or of course visit us in our showroom here in Bowmanville. We service all of Ontario, Niagara, Toronto, Kingston, Ottawa. We don't care where you want to come from, whether it's online or in store. We're happy to sell you this vehicle or anything else we have here. It's a fantastic experience at Clarington Kia. We can't wait to sell this vehicle because, in all honesty, this is going to be a perfect car for a growing family. So if you want to pick this up, reach out to us here and we'd be happy to sell you this beautiful Kia Sedona right here at Clarington Kia. Bye for now.